was as much going the other way from Dez Bryant on Patrick Peterson, and Bruce Arians, I think rightfully so, can't believe it.
Yeah, it's right in front of Bruce Arians. It's right in front of the Cardinals bench, so he had a great look at it. And I agree with Bruce Arians. Dez Bryant is obviously frustrated with the lack of catches, but you know, he was grabbing Peterson more than Peterson was grabbing him.
Handoff is to Murray. A flag is thrown. And we'll see if this is a hold against Dallas.
Tripping. Offense, number 70. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Now each side has a tripping call as they get Zach Martin.
There's Zach Martin right here, right guard. We'll take a look and see exactly what happened.
Yeah, he went down and then got his leg up and got it in the way of Tommy Kelly. Kelly went down. They called a trip.
I didn't like that call either.
1st and 20. Weeden, quick setup. There's Harris. And Harris is out across the 25 to the 26, a gain of 12 with under 2 to go, third quarter. Well, when they say that a guy like Tony Romo is out and he can play depending on how much pain he can tolerate, one thing Tony Romo has proven in his NFL career is that he's tough. And if he's not able to go today, you know he's in some pain with those fractures in his back.
Kill.
So it's on Weeden, 2nd and 8. Here's Murray, and he breaks loose. DeMarco Murray's got a first down out to the 35, a gain of 9.
Well, the Cardinals decide to bring the blitz. They're coming off the edges. And what has to happen then, you're running the football. If you can break through that offense, or if you can break through that initial line, there's nobody there except the safety. Matthew, he's able to come up and make a play. They got around Murray's ankles, but I've seen a lot of big runs back when I was playing for Emmitt Smith with teams coming up trying to fill the gaps. You make one guy miss and it's off to the races.
Murray again, right side. Just tripped up at the end. And it was Rucker who tripped him, a gain of 6. Let's go down to Aaron Andrews.
And Joe, the big question for Tony Romo is what happens next. The team, of course, leaves for London on Monday. Tomorrow, the Dallas Cowboys have said history with this injury. You miss a game and then you come back in. You're ready to go the very next day. So that's what the Cowboys are anticipating. They expect him to be on the flight to London, and as of right now, they expect him to play against Jacksonville.
You know, Joe, Mark Stepnoski back in '98, he played with that same injury an entire season. So it sounds worse than it is, and it is just about being able to manage it. I would expect him to be back as well.
Dallas going for win number 7, trailing by 4 as we go to the 4th. Back after this from your local Fox station.
Oven St. Preux is a destroyer, and I never want to miss a Shogun fight.
UFC Fight Night, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox Sports 1.
Get the advantage.
I got it.
I totally got it.
From the moment you walk on the line.
You'll get the Bob Hook Advantage. Plus, 4 years free maintenance on any new or used vehicle.
So look to Hook for low prices and free maintenance.
That's the Bob Hook Advantage.
Allison Grimes won't answer the simplest questions.
So you're not going to answer?
Grimes was ridiculed nationwide, so Grimes and her allies began even more dishonest attacks on Mitch McConnell. Independent fact checkers found Grimes has run more deceitful ads than any candidate in America. The Washington Post gives the new Grimes ad its most dishonest rating, likely the worst ad of a nasty campaign year. Grimes should be ashamed of herself.
I'm Mitch McConnell, and I approve this message.
Oh, wait.
Have fun every 5 minutes with Kentucky's Keno.
Watch WDRB in the morning to find out how you can become a Blue Ribbon Bake Off winner.
I'm liking this whole date night thing.
O'Charlie's Prime Rib Lovers Weekend for 2. Get half a pound of hand-carved prime rib and a side with an appetizer to share. Just $12.99 per person. Because weekend should be celebrated.
These days, you can shop from the comfort of your own home at bobhook.com.
Appraise your trade, get pre-approved for financing, and chat live with our staff.
View Carfax reports and up to 40 photos per vehicle.
Check us out 24/7 at bobhook.com.
Talking about all these weapons for Dallas. Dez Bryant, Terrence Williams, no catches today. Dez Bryant has been shut out only once his rookie year in November of 2010 against New Orleans. He's gone 56 straight games with a catch. Handoff is to Joseph Randle. And Randle on second down picks up 2, 3rd and short coming up.
Well, and it doesn't help, Joe, that Dez Bryant's in a contract year. And that's certainly not weighing on his mind here today. But, without that contract, then he wants to come out and show what he's capable of doing. And I do think that there's some added pressure during a season, with that hanging out there and there being some uncertainty as what your future looks like.
Word during the week that Dez changed agents. Be hard to believe the Cowboys would let him get away. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down, Weeden is going to take off and wrapped up short of a first down by Ed Stinson. What a play. And it will force a 4th down and half a yard, and Dallas will punt.
That's really a great job. As you see, he had open field, and if he's able to break that, he picks up the first down without any problem whatsoever. Ed Stinson comes off the block, gets Weeden on the ground, and I know this is painful right now for Jason Garrett to have to punt here with 4th and less than a foot.
Good punt by Jones. Yen will stay away, and it's going to go out of bounds inside the 20. Brandon Weeden could not pick it up. Frustration for Dallas. Arizona with the ball up 4.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to advertising about great taste, which led to farmers letting fresh hops cascade through their fingers, which led to brewmasters admiring their craft, which led to hand models reaching for a cold one, which led to slow-motion pours of golden goodness, which led to super slow-motion pours with subliminal messages added in for good measure. Miller Lite. We invented light beer and subliminal advertising. You're welcome.
It's the $6.99 Pick Your Pairs deal at Pizza Hut. Pick 2 medium pizzas and a total of 4 toppings for $6.99 each. Want 2 toppings on one and 2 on the other? 3 in 1? Get it however you want and on your favorite crusts. Pan thin and crispy or hand tossed. Just $6.99 a pizza. Pizza Hut.
What you got? What you got? I got Kevin Durant. That's a good deal, right? Shall we? Let's do this.
Who do the experts at Colgate choose for their employees' dental insurance?
Peppermint.
Where can the innovators at Chevrolet get discounts on their car insurance?
Nice ride.
And how do those at Crayola, who brighten our lives, ensure their employees' lives?
They choose MetLife.
Get your insurance where over 40 million employees get theirs. Take the first step at youtube.com/MetLife.
Starting at their own 16, looking for a long drive as they lead by 4. Arizona. On first down, Ellington tripped up. Brought down with a gain of 3 and a penalty flag flies.
Illegal hands to the face, defense number 99. That 5-yard penalty will be added at the end of the run, automatic first down.
Look at George Selvey.
Here he is right here at defensive end, and a couple calls now against the Cowboys with hands to the face. Couldn't tell if he actually was underneath the
Yeah.
Yep, sure is. So, you know, a costly penalty for the Cowboys to get the Cardinals further away from their own goal line.
Ball now out across the 25. On first down, it's Brown. On the end around, he's swallowed up in the backfield by Hitchens. Let's go to Kurt with a game break.
All right, how about a 4-play, 70-yard drive for the Eagles, all on the ground, capped off by Chris Palmer with an 8-yard touchdown run. Mark Sanchez was just picked off by Houston, but still the Eagles are up by 10 in the third quarter. Joe, Troy, and Aaron.
All right, so again, you've got Philadelphia half game behind Dallas in the NFC East. 6-2 to 5-2. Second down and 14. That pass high for Fitzgerald. Had to go up and get it, and down he goes. Hitchens and Selvey out there. No gain. Third and long coming up.
As soon as Larry Fitzgerald had to go up to make that catch, the play is essentially over. It's just too quick of a hitter to not execute it better than that, and it delays the ability for Fitzgerald to get going up the field, and then you've got pursuit by the Cowboys. That play was doomed from the start.
Third down and 13. Cowboys back out of a blitz. Down goes Palmer. And a stop for this Dallas defense. And there's Melton again. Spencer in there as well. And a big stop for this Cowboys group defensively.
Well, Melton's going to come around. You're going to see the lane that he's able to create on the twist inside. Fanica doesn't come off of his man and pick it up. A 4-man rush, and they get pressure on Carson Palmer. It's a great job of getting off the field.
So remember, the Cowboys had to punt on 4th and about half a yard in midfield. And the defense does a nice job to give Dallas now a first down inside the Arizona 45. But now it's Arizona's defense back to work as they have handled Weeden and the Cowboy offense to this point.
So what is that?
It's my Surface Pro 3. It's a tablet and a laptop.
But it couldn't have the power of my Mac. This has an Intel Core i5.
This does too. It runs Office, full Adobe Photoshop, and it's got a touchscreen.
Well, I have a touchscreen too.
Well, this is my favorite thing. I can write with a pen.
Well, so can I. Wow. I've got a lot of stuff to carry.
You are more powerful than you think.
Hey, look, it's the State Farm guy.
Hans and Franz?
You pumped up our wallets with the discount double checking, so we want to pump you up.
Sorry, what?
Pull us, you flapping loser! You'll thank us later. Roll, your boat. Gently down the loser stream.
Doesn't this hurt?
Not with those puny arms.
It's a start. Yeah, not bad.
Really?
Pump up your savings with a discount double check. State Farm.
The Simpsons. Woo! All new tonight, only on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. By Canon. And by State Farm. Pump up your savings with a discount double check today.
This game was 14-10 at the half. It's 14-10 with 11 minutes left. Look at what the offense has done by way of total yards today, averaging just over 400 yards per game. Only halfway to the season low, and it's with Weeden at quarterback. Campbell made the first hit as DeMarco Murray picks up 2. And remember how this first half ended with a blocked field goal second in the career of Dan Bailey. Justin Bethel got it. And then Jason Witten chased down Patrick Peterson on the return of the blocked field goal to save a touchdown. The Dallas offense, which does not have a touchdown in this game, needs one here in the fourth.
Well, they're just about in Dan Bailey range already.
Second and 8, and just getting it away is Weeden as he gets hit by Frosty Rucker.
Wow, Frosty Rucker, he just comes untouched. You see 98 as he comes right at Brandon Weeden. That's a quick pass. It's a three-step drop pass, and a quarterback's on his back. That's not supposed to happen.
This offensive line had a poor game against Washington and not that good here against Arizona. Third down and 8. They're bringing him again. Weeden out to his right has got Witten. And Witten depends on the spot. And they're going to mark him right at the marker. And we may have a measurement coming up. They're going to say fourth down already. Inches short.
It's Tyrann Mathieu who's able to come up and make the tackle before Witten is able to pick up that first down. Brandon Weeden is able to escape the pressure and get the completion, and the Cowboys are going for it here on fourth down.
Looked like Dallas got a favorable spot as it was. Less than a yard away. Here's Murray. And Murray is going to drive forward. We'll see where they spot it. Doesn't look like he got it.
Doesn't look like it's even close, Joe, based on where they're coming in and spotting this ball.
What a stop by this Arizona defense. And the first guy there was the rookie Buchanan. Deone Buchanan. What a play off the edge. And the Cowboys turn it over on downs.
You've reached the age where you learned a thing or two. This is the age of knowing what you're made of. So why let erectile dysfunction get in your way? Talk to your doctor about Viagra. 20 million men already have. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. This is the age of taking action. Viagra. Talk to your doctor. If your doctor decides Viagra is right for you, you can fill your prescription at your pharmacy or check out Viagra Home Delivery, a convenient place to fill your prescription online and have it shipped at no additional cost straight to your door. Viagra Home Delivery. Get started at Viagra.com.
This is the new iPhone 6.
And this is the new iPhone 6 Plus.
Have you seen some of the new stuff the camera can do?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Its slow-mo is slower than ever before. Its time-lapse can turn hours into seconds. Image stabilization helps keep everything smooth.
So smooth.
The camera on the new iPhones are better than ever.
Shapow!
What was that?
That's the sound the camera makes.
No, it's more like a...
Nope, I think it's shapow!
Will you keep me warm this winter? Will you keep my heart out of the cold? Wrap me in your arms when I shiver.
Warm up to winter with a white chocolate delight from McCafe.
There's that fourth down play, and the job that Dan Williams and Calais Campbell do in not allowing the Cowboys to get any kind of push whatsoever. Deone Buchanan comes off the edge, and he's the one who finishes the play. But Dan Williams and Calais Campbell, they have had a great afternoon in this game against what is arguably the best offensive line in football.
Palmer's going to throw on first down. He's got a man, Floyd. And so the pressure back on the Dallas defense. Opportunity for Arizona and their offense up 4. Week 9 continues. Later today, what a matchup. Denver and New England, with snow falling in New England. And then Sunday Night Football on NBC. Tomorrow, Monday Night Football on ESPN. 2nd and 1 for Carson Palmer. It's Ellington, first down.
You look at that matchup between Brady and Manning. I think it was Bob Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, who said earlier it's like Bird versus Magic, and that's really what that game has become between two great quarterbacks. You never get tired of watching those two compete, regardless of what uniform Manning's been in.
Yeah, it's going to be today with snow having fallen, windy, cold in Foxborough. From the 46, Ellington, nothing. Lost a yard. Nick Hayden on the stop for the Dallas defense. A field goal here by Arizona makes it a 7-point game. And Dez Bryant still looking for his first. Same for Terrence Williams. The offense has not been effective for Dallas with Romo on the sideline. Bruce Arians guiding Palmer through it. He's got 2 touchdowns and a pick. Palmer has time. Sideline for Ginn. He's got it. What a catch by Ted Ginn inside the 30. Got both feet down, 27 yards.
That's a great job by Ted Ginn Jr. of getting his feet down and in play. The catch was as good as the throw. There's a little void there.
Hurrying it up, Arizona. It's Ellington. They caught the defense. And a flag is thrown out on the edge as Ellington is out of bounds at the 11.
The Cardinals not sure whether or not Ginn got his feet in. They rush to the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball snapped.
The indication is it's against Dallas. If so, it's a first down at the 11.
12 men on the field against a defense. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Let's go back to that catch by Ginn.
This is cover 2 by the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the safety. He's going to help out over the top. You've got to drive the ball between the corner and the safety if you've got any chance, and that ball has to be on a rope. And Ted Ginn to be able to go up and make a play on that, that wasn't a bust in coverage. It was good coverage. That's just the weakness within that zone, and Carson Palmer delivers the perfect ball.
First down at the 11. Quick throw, pass caught, and Fitzgerald is down near the 1. Barry Church on the stop, and Arizona leading by 4, knocking on the door with first and goal.
Well, this is an impressive drive after the defense makes a 4th down stop, knowing that they've got a 4-point lead and a chance to extend this to a 2-possession game. And now here they are, first and goal.
It's Ellington. McClain made the stop. Second and goal.
This red zone offense for the Arizona Cardinals hasn't been easy this year. In fact, Bruce Arians has talked about, the closer they get, it seems like the harder it becomes. And we'll see whether or not Dallas is able to hold up here on 2nd down and 3rd down and force the Cardinals to maybe have to settle for a field goal.
31st ranked red zone offense is Arizona. Second and goal. Palmer out to his right, throws it away. And that stops the clock with 6:05 left. 3rd and goal coming up. Selvey with pressure on Carson Palmer.
Yeah, Carson Palmer just unable to get away from Selvey to buy more time. So he just has to throw it out of the back of the end zone to avoid from getting sacked.
3rd down and goal. Palmer keeps it. He's got his man. Touchdown, Ellington. Ellington's got his second touchdown reception of the season. And with the extra point coming, it could be an 11-point game.
That's a great call by Bruce Arians. He tries the exact same play on second down. The Cowboys cover it up well. You're anticipating run. With a yard to go, he comes right back with the same action and gets Ellington into the flat. The Cowboys have to commit. They're thinking run as well. Leaves them wide open for the touchdown.
Looked like the rookie Hitchens got caught up inside. That is 3 third-down touchdown passes thrown by Carson Palmer. And it started with a defensive stop. So good on the interior defensive line for Arizona. Ginn the catch. And then the touchdown throw to Ellington. How about Arizona? 6-1, leading by 11.
Get in this picture, y'all.
Too many people. Too bouncy. It's probably too far away. But with the Note 4, you can always get the shot. 8 times digital zoom catches every detail.
Whoa.
With optical image stabilization, you get it even in the bounciest castles.
Isn't that amazing?
And a front-facing camera so wide, you can selfie with, like, everyone.
Do you think you can send that to
Yeah,
me?
you gotta give me your number, though.
Okay.
The new Samsung Galaxy Note 4 with the best camera we've ever put on a smartphone. The next big thing is here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, this one goes out to my friends Randy,
Tamara. Lydia.
Hollywood.
I haven't seen you guys in 6 years, so I propose that y'all come down here.
Play a little table tennis.
Come on, guys, that's the herd call.
Remember that?
It is sad how much I miss you people.
Really need one of your hugs.
Also bring your sister. I'm just kidding. That was just once.
We're all ready over here.
If you could grab a bud with any of your friends these holidays, who would it be?
We started out as a Vikings family until the kids went to school, made new friends, and got married. Now we're a Vikings, Bengals, Eagles, Steelers, Cowboys family. NFL Shop, jerseys, gear, and gifts for the whole entire family.
Get free shipping now.
Today's game is sponsored by the new Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The next big thing is here.
The best start for the Arizona Cardinals at 6-1. Best start since 1974. The year they won the East. And look at that scoring drive. Ellington good from a yard away. And it's an 11-point game. The Dallas offense has been shut out as far as touchdowns are concerned. Dallas has a defensive score, the first points of the day, then a field goal followed. 21 unanswered points put up by the Cardinals to lead by 11. And Weeden cannot get the ball to the wide receivers for Dallas. Just 2 catches among them all for 24 yards. Why not give it a shot, says Dwayne Harris. Makes a move and spins out to the 25. Bethel on the tackle, 33-yard return. Here comes Weeden. He's got his work cut out for him, down 11.
No one ever claims to be ordinary. Everyone wants to be the best. But what does that really mean? To us, it means giving you a wide selection of products, both online and in-store. Expert advice. Our Geek Squad agents to get you up and running. And thanks to our price match guarantee, you'll always get an unbeatable price. Because best isn't just in a name. It's everything we stand for.
Right now at Burger King, get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.49. No, wait, is that really right?
Yep, it says it right there. $1.49, 10 nuggets, limited time only.
All right. They're crispy and golden on the outside, made with premium white meat on the inside. Get more your way, only at Burger King.
There are more reasons than ever why now is the best time to be on Verizon. 1. Verizon's the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in the country. That's right, America, with XLTE in over 400 markets. 2. And here's something for families to get excited about. Our best pricing ever. Get 2 lines with an incredible 10 gigabytes of data to share for the low price of $110, or just $140 for a family of 4. And 3. Get a $150 credit for every line you switch. The more you switch, the more you get. Verizon.
Fox Tuesday, New Girl is back with all new episodes, no lie.
I can't lie. It's why I don't play poker or talk to pregnant ladies.
New Girl, all new Tuesday on Fox.
be sure to turn to Fox Sports Live as they have a one-on-one conversation with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. Plus recaps and analysis of a full day in the NFL here in Week 9. Fox Sports Live tonight, 11 Eastern only on Fox Sports 1. Well, this offense for Dallas has not done much of anything down the field.
The biggest play they've had in this game is a screen pass to Lance Dunbar. Just one attempt beyond 20 yards in this game. They're going to have to get some chunks as we move through the next 5.5 minutes of this game.
Out of the backfield, it's Murray. 2 guys out there for Arizona. And he's able to break away for a moment, get out of bounds, and get back to the line of scrimmage. How about nothing today for the big wideouts for Dallas?
Yeah, and you would think that, well, maybe they're coming up with some exotic coverages. It's pretty basic what they're doing. I mean, they're lining up. It's Patrick Peterson on Dez Bryant without a whole lot of help most of the time, and they've been unable to get the ball in his hands.
Here's pick. Interception by Cromartie. They're going to mark him down after the pick. And this may very well wrap it up for Arizona on their way to a 7-1 start. Second interception thrown by Weeden as Cromartie stepped in front for his 3rd pick.
Well, Terrence Williams has to drive back to the ball at the top of the route. Now, excuse me, that ball should have been thrown out on the sidelines. The way the ball was thrown, it looked like a curl route. Terrence Williams is expecting the ball out on the sidelines. It's a ball that's thrown behind him, and it opens the door then for Antonio Cromartie to come underneath that throw for the interception. As you see at the top of the screen, that ball's got to be out on the boundary. Cromartie with 2 interceptions last week. In that win against Philadelphia comes up with a big play in this game.
Meanwhile, as you say, Cromartie 3 over the last 2 weeks. We saw Antonio just get shredded by Demaryius Thomas in that game at Denver. But he's a vet. Here's Grice. And Grice is good for 4 yards, brought down by DeMarcus Lawrence. And this brings up the situation with Kyle Orton as a timeout is taken by Dallas. Orton was released in year 3 of a 3-year deal, the former backup to Tony Romo. There was frustration there. It looked like he was just going to walk away from the game. They end up releasing him. He goes to Buffalo. Now he's the starter for a team that's only a game out in the AFC East. And the Cowboys are left with Weeden, who has not had a good day here at all.
Well, Kyle Orton is a good football player, and the Cowboys knew that. There's a lot of speculation as to what the relationship was like with Romo. Maybe that initiated him wanting to depart. Whatever the reason was, he was a guy who could come in and win a lot of games. Now, Brandon Weeden, he's a first-round talent. He's had 20 starts coming into this game. He's won games in this league. But some of the throws for a guy who has gotten as much work as he has had in this offense throughout the offseason, 1 day a week, I'm surprised to see the miscommunication.
Pass is caught. And down inside the 10, Robert Hughes. He survives a big hit and sets up 1st and goal for Carson Palmer and the Cardinals. And now Rolando McClain, the middle linebacker, can't get up, and these linebackers have been just wrecked by injuries, and now it does not look good for McClain. Let's watch 55. Doesn't look like much there, but he can't get up.
Yeah, you know, if anybody was going to get hurt on that play, you'd have thought it would have been J.J. Wilcox. He's the one who came in and made the big hit. I'm not sure exactly what that is with McClain.
So they look at him. He'll lip away. Over 5 to go here in Arlington.
Okay, Google. What's a double fisherman's knot?
The double and triple fisherman's knot are used in arboriculture.
She got it right, man.
Yeah, see?
Okay, Google. How do we get to Silver Falls?
Getting directions to Silver Falls.
Okay, Google. What time sunset?
The sun will set at 8:08 p.m.
Wow.
Visa Checkout is the easier way to pay online.
All set. Just enter your password and check out.
But can Chloe and Dino really pay for Pizza Hut inside one of the heaviest waves in the world? Sign up now. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Rolando McClain will get attention on the sideline. His day is likely finished, as Dallas will point toward a London meeting with Jacksonville next. They leave tomorrow night, and you can see that left knee kind of give as Rolando McClain was going in for that tackle on Hughes. They need him to be healthy, but Dallas down by 11. Arizona about to go in, about to go to 7-1. They are next at home against St. Louis, at home against Detroit. I mean, it's all right there for the Arizona Cardinals here to just pile up wins.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big game in terms of what it's going to look like moving into January. The Cardinals are going to be in the playoffs, and in all likelihood, the Cowboys are going to be in the playoffs. And if they meet, where's that game going to be played? The Cowboys, coming out of this game, 5 of their next 7 games are on the road. You know, so they've got a pretty tough stretch. Now, they've obviously shown an ability to win on the road. They're yet to lose. Their 2 losses have come here at home.
They lost the opener to the 49ers, lost last Monday night to Washington. Here's a toss to Grice. They see what they have in the young running back that we saw in the preseason with San Diego. He looked good. Hayden on the tackle, a gain of 5, and Grice down to the 1, and now Hayden is slow to get up, holding that right arm. You talked about it, Troy. Here's the Dallas schedule. They are in London next week against Jacksonville. Then they have their bye week. They're at the Giants. We'll be here on Thanksgiving for a date with the Eagles, and then at Chicago. Still not that daunting of a schedule coming up, but you wonder where Tony Romo will be. They fully expect, as we heard Aaron say earlier, Romo to play next week against Jacksonville in London, and it looks like they are going to desperately need him to get back in there.
Yeah, I mean, had they have played better offensively here today, do you play Romo next week, or do you give him another week with the bye following?
Here's Grice. Grice, nothing. Jeremy Mincy on the tackle. 3rd down and goal, and a timeout taken by the Cowboys, their final one. Well, the Arizona Cardinals are on their way to a 7-1 start, and maybe you have to be a pessimistic Cardinals fan to say, well, when's the other shoe going to drop? Are they going to float back down to earth? I don't see it. I mean, this is a well-coached, hard-nosed team, and they're off to an unbelievable start.
They really are. It's a credit to these players. It's a credit to this staff, and they've got a pretty good coaching staff, starting with Bruce Arians. This is a 10-win team from a year ago without a number of key guys, as we've talked about, especially on the defensive side of the ball, that contributed to those 10 wins. I've been impressed with the Cardinals. They're in a tough division with San Francisco and Seattle, but right now, you know, they come out of here with this win. They're the best in the NFC.
Yeah, they are. They're the #1 seed. They have a 3rd and goal here. Handoff. Grice is going to fight. No signal yet. And they're going to mark him into the end zone for the touchdown. And for Marion Grice, his first in the NFL. And another Dallas player is down on the turf. And who is it? It's Tyrone Crawford. That defense getting thinner and thinner as we go, and Grice was not going to be denied until that second effort, and there he is getting in.
He got it in, and Faneca gives him a little help. Right now for the Cowboys, Tyrone Crawford on the ground, and he's been one of their better performers along that defensive line. We already saw Rolando McClain go down. Now Tyrone Crawford, how significant is this injury, but starting to take its toll on this Cowboys team.
Saw Hayden walk off holding his arm, and the Arizona Cardinals will tell you we don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Arizona lost Darrell Washington to his year-long suspension, their inside linebacker. Darnell Dockett to a knee injury. Pass rush specialist John Abraham, 5'10" Pro Bowler who had 11.5 sacks a year ago, to concussion issues. They're playing without Matt Shaughnessy, who's on IR, designated to return. Carlos Dansby's in Cleveland. I mean, they're missing a lot, and they're still playing great. And you can see Crawford right in the middle. And that right leg got caught under some bodies. That's why he is slow to walk off the field under his own power.
Joe, when it's all said and done in this league, as we know, injuries are a part of the game. They're going to happen each and every week, and it's who's able to overcome those. And, you know, nobody feels sorry for anybody in this league when they start losing players. I think you make a good point. What the Cardinals have been able to overcome and are overcoming now has been impressive.
It is a touchdown.
Call confirmed, so a touchdown. The extra point would make it 28-10.
You know, and Bruce Arians felt that coming into this game that they were about as healthy as they've been all season. They're expecting Shaughnessy to come back. That's a good sign for this team as they move into the second half of their season, starting to get their guys back on the field feeling good.
For those of us who grew up in St. Louis, you remember the Cardinals football teams of the 70s. They had some talent. 1974, they started 7-0. They finished 10-4 to win the NFC East. That was Jim Hart, coached by Don Coryell. Terry Metcalf, the running back. Cornerback Roger Worley, just a gem of a guy. Wide receiver Mel Gray, instrumental in the Cardinals' success. And now it's Arizona, not 7-0, but 7-1, and leading that tough NFC West.
Yeah, and that, you know, dome there in Arizona has become a difficult place to play. You know, teams that have gone there, they've created a home field advantage. Ken Wisenhunt came in, he takes them to the Super Bowl, and then you got Bruce Arians, who has taken over here over the last couple of years. But the fans there in Arizona have gotten a chance to watch some pretty good football here in recent years.
And let's credit the defensive coordinator who used to assist here in Dallas, Todd Bowles. He played for Bruce Arians at Temple, and Bruce told us he thought when he was playing for him and as the years went on that the roles would be reversed. That Todd would be the head coach and Arians would be his offensive coordinator. This combination is working brilliantly for a team that's on its way to 7-1. Harris on the return, and an 18-point game now. He can't make it to the 15-yard line. Saturday, the UFC returns to Fox Sports 1 with an epic night of fights from Brazil, including a big showdown between Shogun and Ovens St. Preux. UFC night is Saturday, 10:30 Eastern on Fox Sports 1, streaming live on Fox Sports Go. This could be the second time Dez Bryant is shut out in a game. There are fantasy owners who were thinking this would be a year where he would just roll week after week. Nothing today. Same for Terrence Williams until now. His first catch.
I spoke a little bit earlier, Joe, saying I would anticipate that Romo would be back next week in London against Jacksonville, but there's no guarantee on that either. You know, he hasn't practiced yet. You know, he hasn't gotten out and tried to go through the movements and throw the football, and whether or not he's going to be able to play, we'll find out. But if these are important reps right now for Brandon Weeden, regardless of what the score is.
Here's Williams, back-to-back catches. Meanwhile, I mean, if you're Tony Romo, you've been through a bad back. I've been through a bad back. Seems like the world's been through a bad back. He's had 2 surgeries on his low back. His last one was in December after that Week 16 game in Washington. And even though they say, well, transverse process, not a big deal in the long run, he should be able to play. That low back is really compromised. This one is out of the reach of Terrence Williams. So while they say it's not a big deal, you have to be concerned for a guy that's had 2 procedures on that back.
Well, no doubt. I mean, it's not a big deal, that in and of itself. But I think when you combine it with the back surgeries that you speak of, you start compensating for other areas, and then you do bring into play some of the other parts of your back, and whether or not that then is going to become a factor. It's certainly a concern within this organization. The surgeries are a concern. The transverse process is a concern. And until he's on the field playing, everyone's holding their breath over there.
Here's a toss to Dunbar. He's got a first down. Brought down from behind by Deone Buchanan. Buchanan's turned into a good player, and another hit by this front office. A first-round pick out of Washington State. He made that good play on 4th and inches, which led to the touchdown, which made it an 11-point game at the time. Now it's 18 points. That happened in this 4th quarter. It's Weeden looking for help, throws it away. 2nd and 10.
Well, we saw the pass rush today for the Cardinals, you know, get after Brandon Weeden a little bit, and they were outstanding against the run. I don't believe for a minute that the Cowboys thought that they wouldn't be able to come in here and run the football effectively and help take pressure off of Brandon Weeden, because they've done it against everybody that they have faced. Give this Cardinals defensive front a lot of credit, but if they start being able to get pressure on the quarterback, they have an outstanding secondary. This defense is going to become something very, very special if that happens.
2nd and 10. Here's Witten. Witten the catch and out of bounds inside the 40. Meanwhile, DeMarco Murray, it appears, will have his 100-yard game streak end at 8. The NFL record to start the season. His day, still a good day, but not what we've come to expect in 2014. 19 for 79 yards on the ground. This team will sleep tonight, get up tomorrow, and head to London tomorrow night.
That's a long enough flight without the hangover of a performance like this.
Blitz coming from Arizona. Weeden is in trouble and is going to run. Slide for a positive gain. And we'll go to Kurt Menefee standing by with a game break.
Well, it looks like the Eagles' Jeremy Maclin is getting it going. 187 yards, 2 touchdowns last week. 158, 2 touchdowns this week. That one from Mark Sanchez. They're up by 10 in Houston. 3:50 left to play. Joe, Troy, and Aaron.
And into first place, Kurt, the Philadelphia Eagles will go if they hang on. Here's Witten. Witten still playing. We're at the 2-minute warning here in Arlington, Texas. Arizona on their way to a 7-1 start. What a day for Todd Bowles and this Cardinal defense.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Yes, we have the new iPhone.
How?
Because everyone's coming in for the new iPhone.
Well, what
kind of service plan can you get? Well, right now, if you select the 15 gig plan, we'll double your data and make it 30 gigs for the same price.
Well, that sounds...
Oh, great, you'll take it.
Are you inside my mind right now?
Nope.
Where was I?
Albuquerque.
Who is the...
Porcupine.
What is my favorite?
Hollandaise sauce.
No way.
The new iPhone is here, and now you get 30 gigs of data to share starting at $160 a month.
It's lunch, it's dinner, it's big, hot pastrami.
Boom! Pow!
I love the sound of that. Nothing tackles a mighty appetite like the Subway Big Hot Pastrami Melt. I'm all over it. Oh, yeah. This monument of flavor is loaded with dry rubbed, pepper-crusted beef, melty cheese, mustard, and pickles on freshly baked bread.
Need I say more?
The Subway Big Hot Pastrami Melt. Subway, eat fresh.
Okay, Google, how high do hot air balloons go?
Flights in hot air balloons have been recorded at over 50,000 feet.
I think this is good.
Miller invented light beer, and that changed everything. Great taste deserved great packaging, which led to new packaging, improved packaging, and ultimately, too many improvements, which led us back to our original look. Miller Lite. We invented light beer. You're welcome.
Carson Palmer should be thrilled with the job he's done. Top 10 in quarterback rating coming in. Missed 3 games. 4th game back. He was good today. Pass is out of the reach of Terrence Williams from Brandon Weeden at 2nd down and 10. And just to finish, right knee injuries for Tyrone Crawford and Rolando McClain. They will not return today. And the question for Jason Garrett, and that look says it all. No offensive touchdown. Last came September of 2011 against Washington. None today. Question will be, how good are those guys for their game against Jacksonville next week? As you say, they've got a bye coming up after that trip, so some time to heal. The Cowboys about to lose their second in a row. And the third of the year. He's got Bryant, who has his first catch on Patrick Peterson, and a first down. And Dez Bryant, under 2 minutes to go, picks right now. So does Weeden to make this connection happen.
Yeah, I don't think Patrick Peterson didn't know that he didn't have a catch either. I mean, he was tight coverage considering they've got an 18-point lead. He was trying to pitch a shutout here today.
180. Blitz. Weeden finds Dunbar. Out of bounds inside the 5. So Dunbar sets up first and goal for Brandon Weeden, who doesn't know if this is a one and done start wise or if he's got another game next week.
Well, you mentioned Carson Palmer in the day that he had. Got off to a tough start, of course, as we saw with the interception return for the touchdown. Missed a couple throws, but I thought he really managed the game well, Joe, and made some beautiful throws, especially there in the second half. It's a good partnership between he and Bruce Arians, and how they like to attack a defense with the players that they have.
First and goal. Touchdown Bryant. With 1:08 remaining in the game. And not even able to celebrate as Weeden, who's shaking his head coming off the field at the end of a tough day.
And Patrick Peterson is not happy about it, giving up this touchdown. We already had the one reception. We've seen this so many times from the Cowboys down here when they get down around the goal line. Throw it up to Dez Bryant, whether it's on the fade route or him working back towards the pylon. He's just a difficult guy to cover. He's caught a lot of those balls over the course of his career.
Dez missed one of those last week against the Redskins. It's an 11-point game again. Double-header action next week on Fox NFL Sunday. You see the matchups on your screen. 49ers and Saints, good game early. America's game of the week, the Giants in Seattle, or the Rams and Cardinals. 3 teams out of the NFC West, and the other team early against the Saints. The Cowboys and Jaguars in London, Falcons and Bucks. It all starts with the Fox NFL Sunday kickoff show at 11 a.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 1, followed by Fox NFL Sunday at noon Eastern right here.
Pretty interesting game next week that we've got with the Giants traveling to Seattle. A lot of drama there in the great Northwest with the Seahawks, and then the Giants, they've got a big game coming up. Coming off of their bye, they host Indianapolis.
That'll be on Monday night, Giants and the Colts. Time permitting, we will take you to the Redskins at the Vikings. And look at that game with 3.5 minutes to go there. It'll be Chris Myers, Rondé Barber, and Jennifer Hale will bring you that action. We expect the onside kick. Dallas out of timeouts, down by 11. Right into Fitzgerald's gut. And Larry Fitzgerald, who's had another nice day. 5 catches, 70 yards. After a big week, named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for his efforts against Philadelphia. 7 for 160 and a career-long 80-yard touchdown is there for Arizona. We'll have the kneel downs, and that's it.
Well, you talked about it, Joe, how things are shaping up for the Arizona Cardinals with the win here today. They got the best record in the NFC, and you look at the wins that they've had. Last week's win against Philadelphia was big. This is a big win. 2 teams with the Cowboys and the Eagles that you would expect to be there when postseason begins, and being able to help secure home field advantage. And then, of course, with a win already within the division against San Francisco. So Bruce Arians knows what his team has accomplished. He's quick to keep them from getting too confident in themselves. There's still a lot of football left to be played, but what a great start to this year.
We saw that first regular season win for the Cardinals in Dallas since '89. Troy. These are two teams that used to share a division. Not anymore. That'll do it. Arizona officially 7-1. And Bruce Arians, who was the AP Coach of the Year 2 years ago, filling in Indianapolis, a 10-win year last year, has got his team rolling. Now 17-7 as head coach of Arizona. Take a break, come back to Arlington, then bonus coverage after the break.
MasterChef Junior returns, and everything's new except one thing.
Getting yelled at by Gordon constantly.
Stop exaggerating.
MasterChef Junior premieres this Tuesday on Fox.
I'm Allison Lundergan Grimes, and Kentucky can change Washington, not just by sending Mitch McConnell home, but also by sending a message to stop the partisanship and end the gridlock. As your senator, I'll work with both parties to end tax breaks for shipping jobs overseas, strengthen Social Security and Medicare, and enforce equal pay for women. I approve this message because we need a senator who will put partisanship aside and do what's right for Kentucky and for our country.
Play Kentucky's Pick 4. Or Pick 3. Put your lucky numbers in play today.
The reviews are in on Allison Grimes and her campaign. Desperate, phony, blatantly untrue, doubling down on false attacks. Grimes should be ashamed of herself. Her ads funded by the president's money men. Obama needs Grimes, and she'll say anything to hide it. How could Allison Grimes change Washington? She's already everything that's wrong with it. Kentucky Opportunity Coalition is responsible for the content of this advertising.
As we wrap up, our LG Live Without Boundaries player of the game, Carson Palmer, throws for 249 yards, 3 touchdowns, all 3 touchdowns coming on 3rd down. He's now the 21st player with over 35,000 plus career passing yards. Another win for Arizona, 28-17. Now bonus coverage. Washington and Minnesota, good game. Chris Myers, Rondé Barber, Jennifer Hale. Take it away. So long from Texas.
We welcome those of you that watched the Cardinals beat the Cowboys 28-17 with Rondé Barber, Chris Myers, and a flag here.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 11. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
The call on Deshaun Jackson.
He's over here all by himself on Josh Robinson. Just pay attention when he gets to the top of the route, looking to create some separation. He extended it, threw him off, and that flag came in right away. I think they knew exactly that was the call.
Quick recap nearing the 2-minute warning here. Washington with 3 timeouts. We've had 5 lead changes in the game. Matt Asiata has 3 touchdowns rushing. Bridgewater a touchdown pass. Griffin a touchdown pass. Alfred Morris has 2 scores for Washington on 1st and 20. Pass unloaded to Roy Halou Jr. Brought down across the 33-yard line. Anthony Barr, rookie sensation for the Vikings, making the stop. 2 minutes remain here in the 4th quarter. It's been back and forth. The Redskins trail, but they have the football.
The best sports news show on TV is powered by the biggest news group in sports.
We welcome you to Fox Sports Live. I am Dan, he's Jay.
With over 30 Hall of Famers, racking up 170 major championships, over 400 reporters, embedded with over 55 teams across the country. Pound for pound, no other sports show comes close. Fox Sports Live.
For more than a decade, our country has been at war.
And as our service members were trained to wage war,
they were also trained to wage leadership and compassion
and teamwork.
Our military veterans were trained to wage good.
The Got Your Six campaign is dedicated to waging good by bridging the civilian-military divide.
And helping returning veterans realize their true potential.
So help us wage good at gotyoursix.org.
I've got your 6.
I've got your 6.
I've got your 6.
We're running out of time.
He means raise hell on earth. How does anyone
ain't gonna come back from that. You ready?
I've been ready for 200 years.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is without a doubt the most enjoyable show on air this fall.
Nailed it!
Tonight after The Simpsons on Fox.
The good, the evil, the beginning. Gotham all new tomorrow on Fox.
Week 9 continues later today over on CBS. For some of you on Fox. And then tonight, Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN. 2nd and 16. All 3 timeouts for the Redskins. They trail by 3. Robert Griffin goes down. Sharif Floyd with the sack. The 5th of this game. They have put the heat on Robert Griffin all afternoon.
And at the end of this game, this pocket just continues to collapse on Robert Griffin, but they've been after him all day long. Everson Griffin, linebackers blitzing. Brian Robinson chases him down here. And on this moments ago, this 2-minute drive, this pocket has been closing on him again and again. And this front four of the Vikings are playing really good right now.
On 3rd and 20. Griffin trying to make something happen. He's going to run. Sliding at the 43. It'll bring up 4th down. They need to get to the 49 for a first down, and the Redskins will use their first timeout.
A 30-second timeout.
Washington will have 2 remaining. You saw Matt Asiata, for those of you that tuned in a little bit late over on the Vikings sideline. His 3 touchdowns and 2-point conversion. Matt Asiata, those are the most points for any player in the league this year. That includes kickers. The free agent running back who with rookie McKinnon have brought the Vikings back here in the second half.
Teddy Bridgewater and Jerick McKinnon have been doing the majority of the work. But North Turner has called an excellent football game today. Matt Asiata capitalizing on all the work his teammates have done and scored 3 times, and then getting this crucial 2-point conversion after their last touchdown.
So now it's 4th down at 6. Robert Griffin has run in this situation in this game.
Again, Jordan Reed, bottom of your screen, soloed up. He's been the go-to guy in this situation.
Blitz coming. Ball is thrown. Here comes a flag on Jordan Reed. He was trying to get downfield.
So they, like me, have watched that play run by Washington over and over again. And it's been a hitch almost